YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage, happy to be back in the Order of Lore Masters campaign with Teclis. Teclis, where we're defending, getting ready to finish our ritual. We have some buildings to be built, though we are rather low on money. I'd like to upgrade to this tower. This one will give me a little bit of resource to trade. Let's go ahead and upgrade to the tower first. I love this music, man. Warhammer II has some good music. And of course it swaps up depending on the faction you're playing. Any of you all been playing Warhammer II yet? What do you think of it? I think this is a pretty solid launch, honestly. It's probably one of the best launches that I can remember in terms of Total War history, unless something big has happened since I recorded this. I mean, I haven't noticed anything yet. But in terms of the game, like, I haven't had the game crash on me a single time. I think the graphics performance it's a little disappointing, like not the graphics or how good they look, but considering how good Warhammer 1 ran, I was kind of surprised at how much more demanding Warhammer 2 was. It's not like it's awful or something, but you know, it's different. It's a little lower than what I expected. Of course, my computer can run it fine. I'm not worried about that, but you know, I'm lucky and I've got a great computer because of the fact that I run YouTube stuff. So it'll make it a little harder. But I think that you know, I run it on the 2K resolution also, and a lot of people are still running at 1080p. And if you run it at 1080p, it's probably a lot easier. But you know, anyway, so be it. If that's the biggest complaint I come out with, and that makes me pretty happy because I lived through the launch of Rome 2, and boy, it wasn't that pretty. There's chaos. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, they got the stupid Doom Cannon. Hate that Doom Cannon, but that's okay. We'll take it out. We'll put our Reavers over here on the flank in the woods. Should be able to keep them hidden. This Chaos Army is going to be very similar to the last one we went up against, and they're probably just going to try and shoot at my Swordmasters. So I'm going to put the Swordmasters on the flank, that way they'll be in the woods the whole time. And that should protect them against the Hell Cannon. Should give them good protection, I should say. Maybe not perfect protection, but... Get the Phoenix and our Lothern Sea Guard. Okay. Let's do this, folks. Let's do it. Move those guys up and try and get around the flank. I'm going to fast forward a bit while we move up on these guys. They do have a couple of Marauder Horsemen, so our Phoenix and Teclis are going to have to watch out. I don't mind luring these guys out here away, though, because some Poison Warhounds would turn around and get wrecked here. Yeah, Teclis may not be good at much, but I'm pretty sure we can handle some Poison Warhounds. Okay, we got rid of the Poison Warhounds. Here, let's have some fun. Put a net on the center of their army. Blob those guys up a little bit while we run in and attack. And let's bring Teclis up and drop a Chain Lightning right in the middle of their formation. Ooh, that's going to be kind of close to our own men, but we'll hope for the best here. That Chain Lightning actually worked out pretty good. Okay, the Swordmasters are moving up on this flank. Let's use them there. We got our Reavers. Let's pull the Reavers out. Let's do some Doomflock. Actually, could have cast that a little bit better, I think. My Swordmasters are racking up some kills there. I'm going to keep moving these Illyrian Reavers around the flank. Am I the only one, though, that... I know it's not spelled the same and all that kind of stuff, but I see Illyrian Reavers, and I just can't help but think of, like, Illyrian, you know, not like Illyrion, like in this game. I don't know if they really go after that pronunciation, but we are actually just stepping all over chaos here. Got a good rear charge with all our cavalry there, so let's go check it out. We got our Reavers into the back of these guys. Our spearmen up front. Chaos pretty well getting wrecked here. Superior High Elf cavalry taking the day. Alright, Lothern Sea Guard move up and target down the cavalry. Let's double back into the Chaos Lord here. Sword Masters, let's finish off this infantry. I got a spearman kind of running out stupid over here. Alright, our Sea Guard are opening fire on their Marauder Horsemen. I can't wait till they release the Blood. I know it'll be another DLC, but I think what they told us was if you own the Blood DLC in Warhammer 1, you don't have to buy it for Warhammer 2, which that's kind of cool. But that'll be cool when that comes back out. I always like that touch. It kind of seems like Warhammer needs that. It's not like it's not fun without it, but it kind of seems like just the feel of this fantasy setting kind of goes better with it. Like that, you know, it's supposed to be kind of like a dark themed world, so it kind of just fits in. Anyway, slaughtered the Chaos Warriors there. Teclis' troops only taking 80 losses. Inflicting 600 into Rel. Noob, I guess is what we should call him. Noobrissiker, whatever.
Enslave them.
We're gonna replenish.
My power.
Alright, so we destroyed the Puppets of Chaos, which were our primary concern with this ritual, so we should be quite safe. We do need to get rid of... Well, we're not at war with Clan Pestilens, but I don't want Clan Pestilens to take out these dwarves either. So, I don't know if the Spinous Sotek dwarves are strong enough to square off against Clan Pestilens or not. It's hard to say. Okay, so we got the Forbidden Jungle. Let's look back here.
We are ill at ease.
5 turns till we get a population surplus. That should give us a little more money with that building. Elven Gardens, Elven Court. I know we need to build an Elven Court, so it probably wouldn't hurt to do that. And we can unlock a Noble, which would be useful to us as well.
Ever victorious.
I hope you're ever victorious, Teclis. We sure need it. Let's see. I kind of want to work up towards this Elven Healing and then Quartermaster, because that will help us quite a lot too. So let's do Route Marcher. We'll do Iron Disciplinarian. And then we'll do this Merchant Lord and work our way over towards Elven Healing and then Quartermaster, I think. So both those will be quite useful for us. I think we're ready to end a turn. So Nagaron is finishing off their ritual. Other factions will be as well. We're going to need to play catch up. We can do so by... You know, just really the biggest thing we need to do is dig ourselves out of the money woe, because then we can do whatever we need to. So even if they start to get ahead of me on rituals, if I have enough money, we can start to intervene and we can send our forces up to invade. We can stop people who are ahead of us if we just fix the money woes. So we won't get too worried about it yet. If they start getting to a final ritual and I'm not feeling good, then I'd be a little more concerned. But Clan Moors and Nagaron finished their rituals. And we finished appoint Sea Masters, I guess, or whatever. We don't have anything else that we can research at the moment, so we're just going to keep doing these others. Not the most worthwhile research, but at least we're getting research done, as opposed to getting nothing done. Check out that storm, man. Glad you're not sailing around the Turtle Isles right now. Man, we need some rain where I live. I don't know about all those crazy water spouts and stuff, but we could use the rain. Let's see. Okay, this building gives me more income, but let's start off and do this one here. Income from buildings there.
You require assistance?
I want to see. I'm trying to remember.
Master of the White Tower. Inspecting the garrison.
I want to see what the... Have I not rebuilt? Oh, we haven't rebuilt my barracks yet. Okay. That makes sense. Now I know why we're not seeing it yet. I need to rebuild my barracks. I just haven't had enough money. I got it. We need to fight this War Crown of Safari as well. I don't know if I have enough troops because I don't know what that battle's like. Let's end the turn. Yeah, we definitely need to put some hurt on Clan Pestilence. They're looking a little too strong for my liking. Plus, if we push through Clan Pestilence, we can try and get up and capture. There's 2 more settlements on this continent that have ritual resources, and it would be good to own those. Dat Storm, though.
The people are rested. My infinite knowledge is yours.
Ooh. I'm feeling so scared as to whether or not I should try and do the battle for the War Crown of Safari. I want to. I think we'll try it, but I'm going to recruit a noble to help us. This influence we've had will come in handy here because we can recruit a noble. Look at that. Physical resistance. Leadership. Attrition casualties. Wow, plus 10 leadership in the hero's army. That's kind of a pretty big deal. Melee attack for spearmen and archers. Lothern Sea Guard. That's cool. Public order plus 2. That could also be useful. Physical resistance. Definitely handy. But I don't know, man. Leadership plus 10. We can always get physical resistance and stuff from those banners, but leadership plus 10, that's a pretty big buff.
I will not.
Okay, so we got way fragments. We completed that mission finally. We're going to start moving down here towards the battle, and we'll have the noble catch up with us. You can see that hit our income a little bit as well. No doubt for the upkeep. But I mean, that'll give Teclis some support whenever he's having to fight enemy lords, because he is not made for that kind of fight.
Speak, if you must.
Defensive alliance, sure. Okay. I'm gonna build this building here because it'll increase my income a little.
Guide me. I have much to teach them.
Gonna get this noble into the army, carry out a hero action, so we got 4 more way fragments.
Orders?
We are pretty short on troops, but maybe that'll just make this a more interesting challenge if we try and win that War Crown of Safari battle. Let's just see what happens. We need money, and really our best way to earn money right now is to win battles. If I ever get my barracks rebuilt, we could always just trade out my Lothern Sea Guard for standard archers. Ooh. Ally declares war, so... Ay, crud. Well, we need money anyway. We're going to have to fight, so we're going to enter the war. It could be risky, though, because Clan Pestilence could send an army down for us. If we upgrade that, oh, here, watch this. This is cool.
The wave fragments were gathered, the ritual cast. Arcane power lit Ulthuan skies. Loremaster Telerian, ally of Teclis, was joined by Gallifreus, squire of Tyrion. They would be the prince's eyes as the goddess Isha revealed her prophecy. The lawmaster and squire saw the Isle of the Dead wreathed in fire, the vortex gone. Without the vortex, chaos floods the world, with Ulthuan doomed to sink beneath the waves. But the star crown of Lilith has the power to restore it. The crown was shattered long ago, If the lost shards are reforged, Ulthuan can be saved. Isha has blessed our agents with one piece of the Star Crown, but 4 shards remain lost. Talarian suggests invoking the spirits of the Phoenix Kings. For who better than a king to find a crown? The cost is high to cast such rituals. More way fragments are needed.
I love these storylines that come in from completing the rituals. It's really cool. So complete the ritual of prophecy. Wow, we got 2,000 gold that we really, really needed. We can gain some influence. I don't want to take unhappy populace, but I might do this denounce the messenger so that we gain some influence, and all we lose is just a teeny bit of income, which we're already low on income anyway. So, always handy to have some influence there in case you need to recruit a lord. Holy clan pestilence.
Think me fool, fool.
So we were going to fight the battle for the crown of Safri, but instead we're going to fight clan pestilence, who comes into our land from the south. Thinking about using this money here to upgrade this at the Chamber of Vision, because it gives us a High Mage and a Moon Dragon for extra garrison, which would be extremely helpful considering the somewhat weak garrison that's already there. And that settlement is at pretty high risk right now. I have to do something. So let's go ahead and build it. I mean, having a dragon in the garrison would certainly make a huge difference. Let's get rid of Clan Pestilence here. Maybe if we can beat them up a couple of times real good, we can get them to sue for peace and leave the Spinous Sotek dwarves in a good place. But right here, Morphin Rot. Mighty Morphin Rot. Ooh, Plague Claw Catapult. I can't say that makes me feel good about life.
The gods have spoken.
Let's fight the battle. Let's fight the battle. Well, we have a noble to start helping out. We can probably just put him up in with our spearmen and let him fight until he gets his own steed. Once he gets a steed, he can run around with Teclis. The AI is going to instantly try and go for my sword masters. So actually what we can do is I'll put my sword masters on this left flank. Maybe they'll get a little protection as they approach behind that hill, like a slightly better angle. And let's put our Reavers in the woods over here, and we'll swing around and see if we can put an end to that Plague Claw catapult. Might be able to use Teclis to get some work done too. So let's put these guys in a group here. And there's my groups. Start deployment. Start moving my cavalry up in the woods. Some people want me to turn these off so you can see more in the battle. I can do that. I'll turn off the unit cards for a while.
Brave and true.
We can do that. Alright, the AI is busy repositioning, which is kind of odd, so we'll actually have our Sea Guard in range of their... Ooh, watch this, watch this. Oh, never mind, that was a waste. I didn't have enough magic. But one way or the other, it'll keep these guys all blobbed up still. Alright, so we have the attack coming in. Whatever, at least it held their army still. I thought I had enough, like, I didn't pay attention to my magic. I didn't have enough to follow that up. I was going to pin them down with a net and then drop a chain lightning on their head. Run away, Teclis, run away. Okay, we've entered melee. I'm gonna swing this Phoenix around. Let's bring Teclis back. Our Reavers are coming up. Let's keep pushing in all the way behind the rat armies. The Plague Claw catapult is dealt with. Let's start targeting some of their other units that are going to be vulnerable here. Teclis is out fighting their warlord. I'm not sure if this is a good idea. We can always heal if we need to. There, that'll help him. Maybe that'll help Teclis as well. Alright, get in here. Start killing these skirmishers. Rear charge from the Reavers right here ought to be quite successful. Teclis is still struggling to get that enemy lord even with all those buffs. Not a noble. Pick Teclis. Teclis, go ahead and heal yourself. Alright, there comes the Reavers pulling in the rear charge. That should break up most of what's left of these rats. And Teclis still struggling to get past their lord even with all that help. Poor guy, he's just not cut out for melee combat. Just not cut out for that kind of work. Our Reavers are getting beat by these gutter runners back here. I've noticed that Skaven, what do you call it? The skirmishers will sometimes be a little more resilient than I expected. Now Teclis is in trouble over here. Let's pull these guys back this way to go help Teclis because some of these regrouped rats have kind of ganged up on him. There we go. Let's run a rear charge here. Yeah, look at all these rats regrouping.
Master of the White Tower.
Okay, none of these will work for us right now. Do have the enfeebling foe. There we go. Help Teclis out a little bit. Our Sea Guard got attacked by a regrouped clan rat over here. We lost one of our Illyrian Reavers here. Hopefully we get it back in the next battle. Hate this, like the, well, I'm gonna say I hate it. It's not like it's the big deal. The stinking Skaven always like regroup. They're kind of like the greenskins. They just keep coming back for more. Really? Our Reavers couldn't get through to Teclis, and now they're just getting crapped on by all the regrouped units. I was like sitting here thinking, the battle's over. Nah, all the Skaven came back for a second round. Those Skaven, they just can't get enough. Let's get our Illyrian Reavers off to safety. I want them away from some of these units. Okay, did we finally break this place up? Boy, Teclis routed when I was busy off somewhere else, but I guess that's pretty good for Teclis still. We'll give him credit for credit's due. That's asking him to do quite a lot. Some of my Reavers still ended up getting a lot of kills. This one not so much. Swordmasters did well. So not a brilliant fight for us, but we should replenish relatively quick.
I go then.
Alright, well that'll help. We got rid of a big army of rats for the Spinosotek dwarves. So they best to appreciate. I didn't really want to join this war, to be honest. But now that we're a part of it...
You must restore order.
I must restore order? I don't recall musting having to restore order. We need to save our money and build this harbor. That'll help. Give me some more income that's badly needed. Wow, a whole nother army of Clan Pestilens down there. Clan Pestilens, if you look at the power bar there, they're still very, very high, so they must still have a ton of troops out and about. It's not totally surprising. I mean, the AI gets buffs to their economy, and Skaven troops don't cost a whole lot for the cheap ones anyway. You can see there's another one right there, too. So they've got at least 3 or 4 full stacks roaming around.
Teclis.
Which really means that the Chamber of Visions is going to be a high-risk settlement.
The Assa are troubled.
We need this harbor. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the money there. Teclis will be finished recruiting. It'd be great to get a hold of this settlement up here at Hulatol. I do want the War Crown of Safari, but I'm kind of wanting to just come up here and see if we can catch the Skaven.
My infinite knowledge is yours.
How much do we heal if we come out of the settlement?
Master of the White Tower.
Probably close enough. Let's move up as far as we can.
I have heard their abilities praised.
Replenish troops, that's what we need right there. That'll help. We'll take every little bit. Okay. There's no Skaven army at Hulatol or whatever it is right now, so if we wrecked it, that'll put a little bit of hurt on them and keep the pressure up. They probably own this settlement up here too. Let's just see what we can do. I'm a little worried though about that Skaven army that was down here. I wonder if we could talk the Citadel of Dusk into helping us against... Okay, they are at war with Clan Pestilence. But we can't tell them to attack anything that we don't know is, you know, like, we have to know it's Skaven territory, and all this stuff down here I'm assuming is probably Clan Pestilence or some other Skaven tribe. War coordination target, can we not? Thought we could give them... Does it have to be a settlement? That's weird. Thought we could tell them to attack an army, but... I don't know what's going on there. There's no other stuff to trade with right now because we can't see the High Elves in the homelands.
Your best.
Well, we can see these guys. Trade route from their capital cannot be established.
What?
Wonder why, because I have an open port. Well, whatever it is, we'll figure it out. Let's end the turn. Yeah, there's quite a few Skaven over there. And the Skaven actually just came to garrison Hualotol, or however you say that. Let's see what we're up against. Some rat ogres. Clan rats. What kind of defenses are we talking about? Not a lot, just some clan rat spears, Skaven slaves, night runners.
Teclis, High Lawmaster.
I wonder if they have walls. I don't know how to tell if it has wall. I think it does because it has like this little thing across the top of the banner. I wonder if we could convince them to come out and fight us, like if I sieged them, if they would come out and fight me. Or I wonder if we could raid them for some extra income. Do we have raiding? No. Filthy elves. I guess high elves are too good to raid.
High Lawmaster of Hoeth.
I wonder if we could get an ambush, maybe.
My steps are
Let's move over here and drop into an ambush stance and see if maybe these Skaven will come out and see if we can get an ambush on them. I'd like to kind of be persistent in taking out these Skaven here, if possible. Why does my income just like steadily keep going down? Are we losing trade routes or something? Okay, so some of their bigger armies moved on and a smaller one moved up. So we didn't get an ambush, but if anything, we may have tricked them into thinking we weren't there. Oh, no, never mind. They moved into my lands. Hello. That's okay. We should be able to ambush those guys in the underway before they get to the Chamber of Visions. And this will help us weaken Clan Pestilence a little further. As long as we're not fighting like multiple Skaven stacks, I feel pretty good about our chances. Skaven filth.
Wisdom leads me. By the gods.
Alright, and we get the settlement garrison as well, so... Wow, they've got 4 rat ogres? I can't say I like the AI bringing good units to the fight, though it does make it more fun. You could just bring a bunch of Skaven slaves and feed them right into my... No, okay, that'd be boring, but here we go. Let's go kill us some rat ogres, folks. Let's kill us some rat ogres. Okay, reinforcements are going to come in from behind me. I don't even think I need the reinforcements, really. Swordmaster of Hoeth. Couple of reavers on this flank. One over there. So let's put these 2 units in a group. Or actually, makes it stick in my head better when I do the groups like this. Okay, alright. How much does chain lightning take? Let's remind myself. So I need 8, and then a net is 11. So I need 19 winds of magic to use the net plus chain lightning. I might be able to use it. Well, it's got to recharge. Actually, let's sit still for a second, so we can use our fireball and let our winds of magic power up a bit. I'm gonna use my fireball on those rat ogres. Gotta watch this terrain though.
Setting forth. Ever on.
Okay, we're up to 17 winds of magic. We're getting close to what we need. Let's see if we can take out one of these rat ogres with the fireball.
Scython. Hear me.
There you go, Teclis. Hit one. I didn't drop one, but at least we got some damage done. Like right here, maybe? Drop that. There we go. Drop a chain lightning in. Let's fall back a little with their sea guard to get away from the ogre some. Holy mackerel. Those gutter runners, or whatever they are, just like came up all over me. Let's push off this way. Actually, don't chase those so I can get them closer and I can hit them with my... Got some work done with Teclis there. Let's use our archers to take these guys down. Maybe combined charge from the Phoenix Lore Masters of Hoeth. Take down those skirmishers. Let's go ahead and start working this flank. We've beaten back a couple of rat ogres. Do some rear charges real quick. Okay, we're getting rid of some of these night runners. Swordmasters are fighting rat ogres. That's not ideal, so let's give them a little help here. Our cavalry managed to land a good rear charge here and routed a decent number of units. Let's push these guys on up into the rat ogres. Should be able to shut down this flank over here. Alright, Seaguard did their job. Swordmasters did their job. Let's move forward. Let's get rid of these Skaven slave slingers. Let's bring in the noble. Start trying to take down the Great Seer. Alright. Alright, we cut through this assassin over here. He's almost gone. Their lord is holding on strong for now, though. But my noble is up on the Grey Seer now and should be able to do some damage. Let's hit these regrouped units here. Wow, that assassin like came back from routing. Didn't expect that, because I was like still right there on top of him. Okay, the Skaven warlord just routed, so I would imagine that's going to be pretty much the end of their troops there. There we go. He died, so it's going to cause a chain rout. So long, Skaven. Good riddance, rats. Teclis got himself 72 kills. That's not bad for Teclis. Using our little chain lightning plus net. We probably don't have to do both of those together. We could probably just drop it, but I think it's funny to trap him in place and let a vortex roll all over him.
Another victory. Shackle them.
Got some decent loot off that. I'll take it. That feels like a lot of money for me these days.
My steps are guided.
So those rats escaped, but they don't have a significant enough force to really challenge the Sentinels of Zeddy. And I can always just do a force march back here and finish replenishing and protect this in case another Skaven army wants to come this way.
My infinite knowledge is yours.
Teclis will finish, we'll start putting stuff into this Iron Disciplinarian. How are we doing, by the way? It's really, public order still bad back here. That's frustrating.
Restore order.
Even with this public order +5. There is no public order boost for High Elves in terms of commandment. What is causing the public order to be so poor back here? Events, -5. Income from all buildings. What event? Is it still from where we got, like... I mean, difficulty level and taxes are unavoidable. It's just kind of odd. Alright, whatever.
Behold, elven beauty.
Probably want to... I don't have any way to train more units. Of course, I don't really need to train more units right now, but I mean, it probably wouldn't hurt to start rebuilding this in case I do need to get some spearmen or something. We'd want to build that right here. How are we doing in terms of growth? Growing pretty fast, but we need 7 more turns to hit the population surplus, and then we would need 4,300 to build this large elven colony, which we do need to do.
A promising charge.
We gotta get to rank 5 before we can put him on the Athilmar steed. Secure influence. Assassinate assault units. We could do this increased trade, because then when we do that with Teclis also, and then eventually when we open up more trade, that could be pretty awesome to really go nuts on our trade. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call this one quits here in just a second. 2 turns till a surplus point. Let's wait on this building, because if we can build up this settlement more, that'd be helpful. But that'll give us extra casualty replenishment here and faster growth, both of which are helpful. If the Skaven keep sending an army at a time at me over here, we'd be in good shape. If they send more than one, it could get dicey. I'm guessing the army that they had sent probably went underground and took off. Okay, another Skaven army just showed up. Good. I'll take the fight. I want to keep taking the fight to these guys. Keep them weak, keep them away from the Spinous Sotek dwarves, because I want that buffer. I want the Spinous Sotek dwarves to survive and be strong, because I need that buffer in my lands here. Wow, these guys actually just stuck around to raid me. You're raiding the wrong faction. I don't have any money. Not thinking real smart there, rat.
Treading lightly. Purify. I will give you victory.
Well, indeed you did,
As I
Teclis.
expected. Kill them.
Take the replenishment so we keep our troops up at full strength.
Off I go. I control
Move
this
back
area.
to Chamber of Visions. And Teclis ranks up again. That's going to be good. Let's put one on Merchant Lord. We'll just keep splitting between these two. We're actually not terribly far behind right now in the race for the rituals. In fact, we're doing better than Clan Moors, but saying I'm doing better than a bunch of filthy rats may not mean much. Love this music, so cool. Good stuff, good stuff. We got another Skaven army to take on up here. Have we made a dent in Clan Pestilence? They're still strength rank 3, so these guys are obviously replenishing rats as fast as I can kill them. Come on, trade with me.
You fool!
I wonder if we can use some influence on the Vampire Coast, get them to train with me.
Our traditions make us
Let's intrigue at the court. Okay. See how that works. Because if we could get trade opened up at the Vampire Coast, I mean, that's just a little more money that we pretty badly need. I definitely want my war crown and thought I would fight that in this episode, but not quite. And then we got stalled a little here after a really, what I thought was a really strong start. We got stalled Okay, Skaven pulled back, and as they pull back, they just get more and more troops. We've got to start taking away some of their settlements to weaken their capabilities, or else they're just going to keep replenishing really fast. Assyrian guides our path. Unlocks recruitment of Sea Guard. Unlocks military. What do we need for the military advancements part 2? Building it as an archive. We're not going to be able to do any research soon if we don't have the right buildings.
The Asher are troubled.
Grove, Forge, Archive. So we should be able, when we can upgrade the Sentinels of Zeddy. Oh crap though, it's 15 turns before we can upgrade the Sentinels of Zeddy. Because we're at level 3, so we could build the archive. I mean, I'm not super keen on having the archive, honestly. I really want... I don't know why I just did that. Yeah, get it. I really want the cultural advancements, but I've got to have the Elven Court. To get an Elven Court, I've got to have a large Elven colony, so that's a ways off. It's not going to happen. I don't want to stall all my research, so I'm thinking about, let's cancel this building. It'll give us the money back. We can demolish that. Upgrade here. We'll move that building over to here, and then we'll put the archive here at the Sentinels of Zeddy. And that should help us at least keep our research going, because we're already going to have a few turns where we can't research, and I don't want to get stuck not accomplishing anything from a research standpoint. We're not worried about secure influence. It's also, yeah, none of that stuff's all that interesting to me. Let's just go into Weapon Master, and then we'll start working on some of these other here. Interesting stuff. Great Eagle, a Thielmar Chariot. Anyway, that's all the time I have for this episode. Do hope you all enjoyed the Teclis campaign. The fight against the rats is real. But you know what? The money situation hasn't been great, but we're not in a bad situation either. We can protect ourselves quite well at the moment with this army. I think that we just go up here and go into an ambush stance and continue to see if we can lure Skaven armies to their death. And eventually we'll have an opening where we can smash this settlement. Maybe even take it so that they come and focus on it. This one's actually got... caverns. This one actually you could have... Well, I mean, it'd be hard to settle though because it's an unpleasant climate. But this settlement, you could take this whole chain of settlements here. There's marble, another trade resource. The Bloodhall Coven has been all quiet for a while. They have spices up here, which is another decent trade resource. So we'll see what we can do. I'll see you next time.